selling behind it. Then I'm the macho like Randy. The chopper go out to the granny. This nigga pull up your bandit. The killers understand it.
Alright guys, so today we're doing top 5 tips on how to get more trophies and get into higher arenas for people that are like in like arena 4, 5, maybe even 6, but especially the ones that are in like 3 and 2. So tip number 1 is to, if you have a half health knight, let's say, and you want to put a giant in front and you have 5 elixir, save up the elixir. Don't play the giant because you might have a fireball and easily just take it out, and then that's your push stop, because then you can just play a skeleton army or minion horde to take out the giant. Then you're left with no elixir then, and he can just easily counter you. So make sure you have, so don't back up half health troops because it won't make a difference. Tip number 2, make sure you have a counter to the cards that are popular at that moment. So a couple of weeks ago it might have been the elite barbarians that were the most popular cards, and they're now gone. Not that, so you could use as like a skeleton army to counter that. Now there's like a balloon, so make sure you have like maybe a mega minion, or if you don't have that, minions. Or like if you're in a lower arena, like a hog rider might be the popular card. Make sure you could use a hog minions as well to take out the hog rider. And in arena 7, a golem is quite a popular card, so you could use a golem, as I'm using it now anyways. So make sure you could use skeleton army to counter that as well. Or if you want, you could have, because lots of people are using skeleton army, use a counter to the skeleton army, which would be zap or tornado. So that brings me on to tip number 3, which is play 2 to 5 matches every day, because 2 to 5 matches every 40 minutes, because if you play 10 matches for just in a row, you won't be it makes it harder for you to get wins, because I don't really know why, but it makes you harder to get the wins. So you'll probably win the first 3 matches. I'd recommend just playing 3 matches every 40 minutes, but if you want you can play up to 5 maximum, I'd say. But if you don't agree with me, then alright then. But I just played 2 to 5 matches. If you're scared, just play 2, because you probably might lose a couple of matches if you play all the 5, but you probably, if you're good, you probably might win all 5. But if you carry on playing 7, 8 and 9, you'll start losing trophies, and that's how you lose trophies. So now on to tip number 4. Have like a main card to play. So this guy here has a giant, which I'm assuming is his main card that he likes to use to get most of the tower damage. For people in arena 4, it might be the hog rider or the golem I have for that, to take out the most damage. Elite barbarians might have been a main card back a couple of weeks ago. So make sure you have the counter to them, as I said in tip number 2, and make sure you have one of them in your side to get off your most of the damage, because you're not going to be getting lots of damage with just using a bomber, goblins, spear goblins, and a cheap deck like that. Which then brings me on to my last tip tip number 5. Don't make a heavy deck, because you might have a heavy deck and you might just play. Once I played a witch and a wizard in the back, and he just lightninged them, and then he just came back straight away with a hog rider and nearly took out my whole tower. So it's not really going to be a help just playing tower. I'd say have a 3 to 4.5 elixir deck, 4.5 at most, because if you have a 5 elixir deck, it's probably gonna be too expensive when you could just play you might just play an aggressive golem and you just waste all of your elixir doing the witch and wizard, let's just say. Or you might waste all of your elixir playing the elite barbarians, and he just can come quickly back and just attack you, like, and you can't do anything about it because you have no elixir. So I'd say make sure you have a quite cheaper deck. Like, so let's say this is when like minions would come in good. So like just he might play a hog rider when you just used elite barbarians, and you can just quit because it's quite a cheap card, 3 elixir. You can just play it down and easily just take it. You'll still get a couple of hits, but you'll be saving a lot of tower damage on your from your tower. So it's still good to do that. So now I'll just leave you playing my great play for Clash Royale here, because I'm really good at this game. And bye. Tune into the next video and subscribe. Thanks. And like the video. See you.
it's